Objectively, there are two versions of the new 4Runner that are the best to buy. The SR5 with the third row and this. And we're going to check out what this is today. I'll include a link to the Toyota in Orem's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this 4Runner. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a hybrid 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 23 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 326 horsepower and then 465 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. iForce Max badge there on the side, and you can see the hood is raised there on either side too. I think the new headlight design is pretty sharp looking. And then you can see parking sensors down below. We've got some fog lights. You have recovery points. This does have the air dam, which is very easy to remove. Air dam aside, the front end of the TRD Off-Road with everything being blacked out looks good. Tire wheel setup is 265 by 70 by 18, and this one has the completely blacked out wheels, which go with the TRD Off-Road so much better than the normal wheels. You got the chunky fender flares, running boards there on the side, and you can notice all the trim pieces on the side are blacked out. The side profile with the old school style window in the back is really good looking. When it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock and then the Toyota logo there at the bottom. Now with the rear hatch, it is hydraulic, but very simple system. I actually have some little kind of cup holder storage there on the sides because again, you can get these with a third row, not the hybrid though. You've got a 2400 watt outlet in the back. The load floor is raised because of the hybrid battery, so that is one downside about this hybrid, and that's why I say that the SR5 with the third row is the other great one because no hybrid battery and you get a third row. Anywho, just plop that down, and this still has the window in the back, which rolls, it's supposed to roll down. Trust me, it does it. Anywho, new taillight design, more blacked out badges here on the back, receiver hitch at the bottom. So I think as you can see, the exterior of this, quite sharp looking. This week's giveaway is all about muscle and luxury with two Cadillac V cars. The first of which is a CT5V Blackwing and the second is an Escalade V. Both these have supercharged V8s producing nearly 700 horsepower each. They also have tons of luxury and modern technology to match. Not only can you win both of these cars, but part of the giveaway is also $73,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes, and your donations go to help children's and veterans charities. Use code VHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus tickets on any donation, $25 or more. Let's now check out the interior. Soft touch there on the armrest. You got a little bit of storage here at the cup holder. And you know what? I like the premium package, but the cloth seats in the regular version are really durable feeling and looking. Also have decent legroom. Again, this is body on frame SUV, so you're gonna concede some space with that setup. Little storage pocket. We've got vents in the back, USB ports, and you can see another 2400 watt outlet. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got your mirror adjustment, window controls, and then more soft touch on the door panel. Cloth seats up front, just like what you have in the back. They are manual with the adjustments. 6 auxiliary switches. You also have a button to turn on the outlet too. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you do have some nice soft touch trim all around, so a bit more upscale for a more baseline interior in general. But it does adaptive cruise control with your lane centering. You got volume and voice command controls on the other side, and then just traditional stocks there on the back. Full digital cluster. You can change the, we'll show the change of the drive modes here with the gauge cluster, but it's also pretty darn customizable. You can change each part of the cluster itself, so the center and the 2 outside gauges. Backup camera in reverse, good resolution with the camera. And then you've got the shortcut bar here on the side. It's pretty quick to respond, little physical volume control built into that too. Single zone climate. This does have heated seats and a heated steering wheel. It's also equipped with a phone charging pad, some USBs on the other side, TRD shifter, and then you got your parking brake and auto hold, and then the part-time 4-wheel drive select. And then we have our multi-terrain select drive mode, crawl control, all of that built into this little dial with the tow haul mode, and then the rear diff lock button is next to that. Some cup holders, center console's got pretty good space. Nice trim here on the top. There's storage just up above the glove box, and then this has the button for the power sliding rear window up top. Now if you get a TRD Off-Road with just the fancy wheels, which are $1,325, and everything else this has, it's $56,349. Let's take it out and see how it performs. Let us set off in the 4Runner iForce Max. This is the best, again, outside of the SR5 with the third row, this is the best build that I've seen, you know, from the factory on the new 4Runner. Having the hybrid, which I prefer the hybrid when it comes to overall performance. I do get it that it robs space in the back. It's a little bit annoying, but you take that out of the equation and this it just makes sense. You have the off-road stuff, you've got the better powertrain when it comes to overall performance, but you don't have all the crazy bells and whistles that make this over $60,000. This is not cheap at all, but in terms of new 4Runner pricing, it's not bad. And what you have to remember about the new 4Runner is a TRD Off-Road, when it comes to actual capability and everything, is more capable than the previous gen TRD Pro. Like, yeah, the previous gen has Fox shocks and it's got the name and it's cool looking. I love 5th gen TRD Pros. But when it comes to capability, you can fit bigger tires on this than the previous gen TRD Pro, stock suspension, and the new MTS and crawl control are they're just better systems. They're not like so much better that it's like, yeah, go trade your 5th gen right away, right? But they are slightly better systems, which again altogether just makes this a bit more of a capable rig. And so when you look at the pricing, you look at this, it has a better powertrain than the previous gen 4Runner when it comes to performance. Okay, performance. Reliability, we'll see. Character, yeah, it'll never be able to beat the 4.0 when it comes to character, but performance, yeah, it's got to beat. I mean, the base powertrain of the new 4Runner has better performance than the 4.0. So compare that with the vehicle being slightly bigger, longer wheelbase, right? This has the golden 112.2 inch wheelbase, which I will say I do like quite a bit. But it does mean that this is a slightly bigger and heavier vehicle overall. But the interior doesn't really feel like it's bigger. Just interesting. Yeah, I love this hybrid. Compared to the non-hybrid, it's a big difference in terms of just that initial low-end push. Yeah, really good torque. Really good torque. So this is, like I said, one of the best packages to go on the 4Runner. I mean, how I'd kind of rank it is SR5 with the 3rd row if you're not going to do any sort of off-roading, or like minor off-roading, right? You're doing camping trails and stuff. That's the 4Runner to get, because you got the 3rd row, you've got what I think is more than nice enough with the interior, and that was a beautiful Land Cruiser, by the way. I love that color. That's the I like the goldish. Yeah, those old Land Cruisers, man. If they just literally took the old Land Cruiser and produced it today, didn't make any changes, people would pay big money. Anyways, it's comfortable, it's got the power, it's got the off-road capability, it's got a phone charging pad. You don't need a 360 camera, you don't need leather seats, you don't need cold seats. If you think you need those, then I'll start calling you princess, okay? I'll start using insults to the people that are like, I need the luxury. No, you don't. You want the luxury. That's the reality of it. You want the luxury. But if you... Oh, look at that, another beautiful Land Cruiser. Maybe this is a sign for me to not buy that new... I'm actually going and signing paperwork on the Lexus tomorrow, so maybe that's a sign for me to get another old Land Cruiser, not buy the Lexus. But let me guys think about the 4Runner here with the TRD Off-Road package, the blacked out wheels, but not the premium. Again, they have another one that's a sport right there. I think the regular wheels are fine, but the blacked out wheels just make so much more sense. It just looks so much better. Let me know your thoughts.